Ever checked your credit score on Credit Karma, felt pretty good about it, then applied for a loan and got a completely different number from the lender? It can be incredibly frustrating and confusing. You're not alone. This is a very common experience, and today we're going to break down exactly why your Credit Karma score often differs from the score lenders use, which is usually a FICO score. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a credit score? Simply put, it's a 3-digit number that represents your creditworthiness. Lenders use it to assess the risk of lending you money. A higher score generally means you're a responsible borrower, making you more likely to be approved for loans and at better interest rates. Now, here's the key: there isn't just one credit score. Think of it like this: there are different ways to measure someone's height. You could use inches, centimeters, or even feet. They all measure the same thing, but the numbers will be different. Similarly, different credit scoring models use different formulas and data to calculate your creditworthiness. Credit Karma primarily uses two scoring models, VantageScore 3.0 and VantageScore 4.0. These are developed by VantageScore Solutions, a company created by the three major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. These scores range from 300 to 850, just like FICO scores. FICO scores, on the other hand, are developed by Fair Isaac Corporation. They are the most widely used scoring model by lenders, especially for mortgages, auto loans, and credit cards. There are different versions of FICO scores as well, such as FICO Score 8, FICO Score 9, and industry-specific scores like FICO Auto Score and FICO Bank Card Score. These also typically range from 300 to 850, although some industry-specific scores have different ranges. So, why the difference? Here are the main reasons. First, different scoring models weigh credit factors differently. Both VantageScore and FICO consider similar factors, such as payment history, amounts owed, length of credit history, new credit, and credit mix. However, they place different emphasis on each of these factors. For example, VantageScore tends to be more sensitive to recent credit activity, while FICO places more weight on your payment history. This means that if you've recently opened several new accounts, your VantageScore might be lower than your FICO score. Conversely, if you have a long, established credit history with consistent on-time payments, your FICO score might be higher. Second, the data used can vary. While both VantageScore and FICO use information from your credit reports at the three major credit bureaus, the timing of when they pull that data can differ. This can lead to discrepancies, especially if there have been recent updates to your credit reports. Imagine taking a snapshot of a moving car at slightly different times. The car's position will be different in each photo. Similarly, if VantageScore and FICO pull your credit data at different times, the information they use to calculate your score might not be identical. Third, not all lenders report to all three credit bureaus. While most major lenders report to all three, some smaller lenders or credit unions might only report to one or two. This means that the data available to VantageScore and FICO might not be the same, leading to score variations. For example, if a lender only reports to Equifax and Experian, but not TransUnion, your VantageScore calculated using TransUnion data will not reflect the information from that lender. Fourth, different versions of the scoring models exist. As mentioned earlier, there are different versions of both VantageScore and FICO scores. Credit Karma typically uses VantageScore 3.0 and 4.0, while lenders often use FICO Score 8, FICO Score 9, or industry-specific FICO scores. These different versions have slightly different algorithms, which can result in different scores. It's like having different versions of a software program. They all perform similar functions, but there might be subtle differences in how they operate. Fifth, Credit Karma is for educational purposes. It's important to remember that Credit Karma is primarily a tool for monitoring your credit health. It provides a valuable service by giving you free access to your credit reports and Vantage scores. However, it's not intended to be a precise prediction of the score a lender will use. Think of it as a general checkup rather than a diagnostic test. So, what can you do about these discrepancies? The most important thing is to focus on the underlying factors that affect your credit score, regardless of the scoring model. These include payment history. Always pay your bills on time. This is the most important factor in both VantageScore and FICO scores. Amounts owed. Keep your credit utilization low. This means using only a small percentage of your available credit. Length of credit history. The longer your credit history, the better. New credit. Avoid opening too many new accounts in a short period. Credit mix. Having a mix of different types of credit, such as credit cards, installment loans, and mortgages, can be beneficial. By focusing on these factors, you can improve your credit health overall, which will generally lead to higher scores across different scoring models. It's also a good idea to check your actual FICO scores periodically, especially before applying for a major loan. You can purchase your FICO scores from myfico.com or through some credit monitoring services. This will give you a more accurate picture of what lenders are likely to see. Understanding the differences between VantageScore and FICO scores can help you avoid confusion and make more informed decisions about your credit. Remember that Credit Karma is a valuable tool for monitoring your credit health, but it's not a perfect predictor of the score a lender will use. By focusing on the underlying factors that affect your credit and checking your actual FICO scores when necessary, you can take control of your credit and achieve your financial goals. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.